Hi, this is Gaurang from ZoomTV.com, and I have with me the king of blockbusters, filmmaker Rohit Shetty with me. So we'll talk about the super success of Simmba with him. Welcome to ZoomTV.com.
Thank you, Gaurang. Thank you so much.
So Simmba is already a blockbuster, and it's on course to be a 200 crore film.
Yeah,
and,
I think in 2-3 days.
Yeah, 2-3 days. So it will be like your third film to go past 200 crores.
Yeah.
You will be the only director in that club. How is it feeling?
It's a great feeling. You feel happy about it, and you feel privileged. You feel that you're like the chosen one. Because everybody is working hard. It's not like it's just me, or there's something special about me. It's like every filmmaker is working hard. Everybody wants to make a good film. Every director wants the audience should love his film. The kind of love and affection I've got from the audience, all these years. Everyone wants to do that, and everyone is working hard on it. It's not like it's just me. But I think I'm quite lucky enough to achieve this kind of a success, which rarely happens, and I really thank God for this and my audience, for this that kind of success I've achieved. It's magical actually.
I remember during the press screening, you were standing in one corner and after the interval, and when that scene happens, Ashutosh Rana salutes him for the first time. Yeah. And I could see how you were looking at the audience. And
that's the way I am, like, not only in the press trial, but anywhere when I go for my film or for any other film, the most important thing is I keep on looking at the audience, like how they are reacting. Okay, that's how you learn, actually. That's how I learn, like how audience reacts. Because ultimately you're making film for them. Yeah. And that's, I strongly believe in that. I'm not making film for myself, I'm not making film for some achievement or people to, or to get an award. That all is secondary. But the most important thing for me to make a film is that I want the audience to have an experience, laugh, cry, and come out, and when somebody asks them, like, what did you see? They say, we saw a wholesome entertainer. And that is what is important for me.
So there are many films, when you see the trailer, you like the trailer or you don't like the trailer, movie turns out to be something else. But yours is the only, films. What I see in the trailer, I get in the film. Of course, abundance, entertainment is in abundance, but it's not that I saw something else or picture kuch aur hi nikal aayi. So yeah. Is it, you cut the trailer that way, that audience shouldn't be fooled?
I always do that, because see, it should be their choice. I can't cheat an audience and bring them to the theatre, and then they realize, oh, what we saw in the trailer, this is not the film. That's, for me, ethically it's wrong. So I cut a trailer, whichever film I make, me and it's my editor, when he cuts the trailer with me. The most important thing for us is that they should know the story. They should know what the film is, and then let them decide whether they want to see this film or not. Don't cheat them. And that helps, in a way that you're prepared. The person who's coming in the theatre is prepared, that he knows what he's going to get, and you give them that. So I always promise what I'm going to deliver, not more than that, or I don't try to divert just to create impact just for the 20, 29 or 30 or 40 days when your promo comes on. Yeah. I always see to it like, promise what you're going to deliver. And that's why my promos are always like, whether you like it, whether you say it's okay, whether it's average or it's very good. But that's what the film is going to be.
So like I was telling you before the interview, as much as I loved, I went crazy when Ajay Devgan entered, I would have still preferred that if I had not known, that surprise factor. Was that a consideration while that?
It was always there that I wanted to prepare the audience that there is Ajay in the film, because if you see the film, it's the first time it has happened that a universe has been created. And it is Ajay's universe, it's not Simmba's universe.
Singhamverse.
It's a Singham's universe where Singham is the narrator. So if I would have not shown him in the promo, and when you see the film, it starts with his narration. That when I was on duty, when I started working towards this kid. So audience would have got confused if I would have not shown Ajay and kept it as a surprise element for the climax, And with that, what happens is, once he kills the rapist, you see, that is by the books, that's the end of the film.
Yeah.
But then after that, it continues and the story moves forward. So the only thing in audience is like, abhi Ajay Devgan aane wala hai. So if you don't show it in the promo, in today's time, earlier it was a different story when
it's very difficult to
when you didn't have social media or mobile phones. Today, after first show, everybody knows what's going to happen. So there is no surprise kind of a thing. And for our film especially, we wanted people to know that this is Bajirao Singham's universe where a kid is born.
Okay.
And there's a kid who's growing up to be something else, what he is not. You know, that it is in his world, he is the most honest guy, most guy with ethics, and here comes a corrupt guy.
In fact, even Akshay Kumar's cameo, which
That's
was
like
supposed to be a surprise, but then it was also out after the first.
Yeah, but that gives a high.
That was still. Even Ajay Dev was. I knew, I was like, abhi aane wala. And
so
then I was
what
prepared
I'm
to go
when
crazy.
you're preparing the audience and you
Yeah.
start preparing them from the trailer.
So that was amazing. So you have worked mostly with Ajay Devgn in your films, like as the lead star, and then 2 films you did with Shah Rukh Khan. This was the first time you did with a younger star, younger lot, as the lead. So how was it different from working with a superstar?
See, everybody comes with their own pluses, you know. Everybody comes with their own, I would say, advantage and strong points. Ranveer comes with his own energy, which is like infectious, you know. Like he is a bundle of energy, very positive, and a different approach altogether. The way he performs, whether it is comedy or whether it is emotion, he's a fabulous actor. But his approach is totally different. So you can't compare him with Ajay, or you can't compare Ajay with Ranveer, or for that matter Ranveer with anybody, any other younger hero. You know, everyone has their own strong points, and everybody has their own way to present and emote and act. So where Ranveer is concerned, it was like never like, okay, I've done films with Ajay, now I'm done films. Like if you can't compare Ajay and Shah Rukh also, for that matter. They are different actors. Their approach is different. Same goes with Ranveer also. Like he's also different from Shah Rukh or Ajay for that matter.
So I remember, especially because I knew that he's a great actor. I've seen his film. I saw Padmavat. But what I really found interesting in Simmba is, I even wrote it in my review article, was he suddenly reminded me of Jim Carrey of the 90s. So the way he was changing his emotions, like in a split second, he's sad, he's angry, and then he's fighting.
I think he's a fabulous actor, and you can emotional scenes you can do perform very well. But comedy is the most difficult thing, and if an actor has a good knack at comedy, and if he sails through, and audience accept him in comic scenes, then you're done. You know, that's what happened with Ranveer. Ranveer had never done a comedy film. And what more than that, what I liked about Simmba, or what I was happy about Simmba, was like this was the first film where he is as Ranveer Singh, as a hero. You know, otherwise he's played a character always. You know. So always he had that boundary. This was the first time you see him in a mass avatar, like in a hero avatar, or how a hero should come. So I was happy with that people have loved him in that.
So you are one of the, I think, the only filmmaker probably who is critic proof. Whether critics are saying bad about your film, good about your film, doesn't matter. I think the last film which didn't work was probably Sunday. But after that, all your films have worked.
Yeah.
So you are critic proof. But do you still read? अगर कुछ negative बोल रहे तो क्या पसंद नहीं आया इन लोगों को?
No, I don't read articles at all. But this time it's quite surprising.
Yeah, this time
the poster now after release, it looks like some art film.
This is probably a most.
Is it my film? I feel like even the critics have loved this.
Well-received film.
Well-received film by critics also. But for me, I don't read reviews. Like I don't read reviews because once the film is out, then it's with the audience, you know. And everybody can have their own point of view. For me, critics is also an audience. You know, they are not specialized with some superpower, or well equipped, or have that extra edge or education about cinema. It's nothing like that. They are an audience and they have their point of view and they have their right to say whatever they feel. But I can't take that very seriously because ultimately they are just an audience, nothing more than that.
So what I meant by asking that is, do you still see कि अभी maximum लोगों को पसंद आई but क्या पसंद नहीं आया, और what I could have improved?
No, with me how I analyze this कि जो पसंद आया वो क्यों पसंद आया.
Okay.
And अगर कुछ लोगों को नहीं पसंद आया तो it's not the critics. I'm go with the audience. If somebody comes to me as an audience and tells me कि I felt like that, so I will definitely sit and analyze that. You know, but rarely it happens with my films because the segment is so big. You know that it becomes like 95 and 5%. Then I go with that 95% always.
In fact, you are also one of the only like few filmmakers जिसकी movies theater के साथ साथ TV पर भी they are like satellite super blockbusters. Yeah. Like they work big on satellite.
Because you know when I did a research I went to BARC and spoke to a lot of people connected with this business. And I'm not trying to demean or bring down any other filmmaker or any other kind of genre. It's because it's clean, wholesome entertainment.
Yeah.
Like a woman, she came. I met her somewhere at the airport, I believe, and she told me कि यार when your film comes now, तो मैं अपने बच्चे को रिमोट के साथ छोड़ देती हूँ, मैं अपने किचन में चले जाती हूँ. मुझे कोई ये नहीं होता कि अभी ये सीन में मुझे चैनल चेंज करना है. So that I keep that in mind. So when a film is running and satellite, your film is, you realize that your film is really strong and you can make a sequel out of it when it does on satellite, well on satellite. Because there you have options.
Yeah.
Theatre you don't have options. But once you are inside, then you have to see that film now, whether you get entertained or you get tortured.
You got your ticket money.
Yeah, but on television you have options to change the channel, and with so much of variety, now. And still, if you're watching that film, that means really it's hit you somewhere, or you really love that cinema. So it does well on satellite because it's a wholesome entertainer more than anything else. It's a clean entertainer which everybody can watch, and that's been my personal experience with people. It's not like I'm trying to claim it. That's the kind of feedback I've got where satellites is concerned with my films.
So another interesting thing in Simmba was the way you announced future films. That was something completely unique.
I went all out with it. Like, या तो पसंद आएगा तो गाली पड़ेगी, कर लो अब देखी जाएगी.
So there was Golmaal 5 announcement, sort of, and then Suryavanshi taking charge 2019.
Yeah, Suryavanshi is the one which will start now. Golmaal though, just for fun with it, obviously we'll make that.
Yeah.
And but it was something like I was trying to build up, try to bring something new in commercial genre, like two universe meeting, Bajirao and Singham and Simmba coming together, and then creating this cop world.
Yeah.
And in the end you realize that even he's there in the film, and then you continue with his story. I tried it and it worked.
So what is the plan for Suryavanshi?
It will start now. We'll start mid next year. This year.
This year,
Sorry,
yeah.
Mid of this year we'll start. We're still writing the final draft, and then we'll see.
So
We'll start shooting.
the probable release will be this year only?
No, I don't think so, because it's still now we are not ready with the final draft, and it's a big film, so it's going to take time. So I don't know whether this year it will come or not, because we have not finalized yet. That it's still on the working stage.
Okay. And there is also a report that Pooja Hegde is being cast in the film.
No, I'm still writing the film.
Yeah.
Nobody's cast, and I think that will take another 2 months now to cast anyone, And we're still writing, in fact, the final draft, and then we'll see who's there in the film.
Also, what's the plan for Golmaal 5? I mean,
Golmaal 5,
after
we have a
Suryavanshi.
story in mind, but whether we'll make it after Sooryavanshi or not, because my process keeps on going on, and then finally like Suryavanshi, nobody knew that I'm making that.
Yeah, that came out of
it's like that's keep tossing ideas, and once we are finalized with that, we start. So Golmaal will happen. Whether it will happen after Suryavanshi or whether it will happen after 2 years, I don't know, but it will happen for sure.
So you also said in a recent interview, I read that you talked about Golmaal 5, Suryavanshi, and also I think one more film, but you said that there is a possibility you might not direct all the three films. Is that?
No. Golmaal, I have to do.
Exactly, that's what I was like.
No. I must have told that we are starting a lot of films in our production.
Okay.
Which, like, all the films I won't be directing, but the brands which I have created,
that you will only direct.
That I will direct.
That's
No. That I can't give it to anyone else. You have to be mad to handle all those.
So also, was it always a plan that because it was Arshad Warsi's song that he should be there, and then you got all the Golmaal gang?
When we recorded the song, and when for fun sake Tanishq and Azim and Karan, they had put Tushar Kapoor ki awaaz mein, because the EOI, actually that is his this thing. So then I just told them, why don't we bring them? And then I called them. And one call, all the guys were there. And that's how it happened.
Even that 30-second Arshad Warsi cameo
was
audience went crazy. Also, I know I've seen a lot of your interviews in the past few years, mostly after Dilwale, and you have talked about it. You have been asked this a lot, but there is still this conjecture that something is not right between you and Shah Rukh. Is that?
No, not really.
Is there any animosity or?
No. You see, actually, what happens is technically people don't realize. If you see the titles of Simmba, and it's on.
I saw Red Chillies.
Yeah, the color, the DI, everything has happened in Red Chillies, where Zero was also being worked.
Yeah.
And that is Shah Rukh's company.
Yeah.
So it's अगर ऐसा कुछ होगा तो why will I work there?
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. Nothing.
Okay.
It's just that we have not done a film together, तो अभी हो गया कि झगड़ा हो गया. That happens.
Okay. Also, last year, so what used to happen was in mass circuits, only superstars films used to work. Simmba was probably one because it started Ranveer Singh and it worked big time in single screens and all that stuff. And last year we saw, I read several articles which said that it's the end of the age of superstars because Shah Rukh, Salman, these films. What is your take on that?
See, what happens? A film works, and a film doesn't work. Now, last year when I was making Golmaal again, everybody was saying that, oh, commercial films are not going to do well because Tubelight had not done well and Harry Met Sejal had not done well. Golmaal again came, Judwa came, everybody forgot that. After Tubelight, Salman Khan has given Tigers in There.
People conveniently forgot that and then...
Yeah, and now just because one film is... And it happens with the industry and especially with the media that one film doesn't do well and then you have to write something, na? Audience is not thinking that way. But अभी अपने को वेबसाइट डेली चलाने गए तो क्या आर्टिकल करेंगे और सबके बारे में अच्छे सलमान खान का अचीवमेंट लिखेंगे, शाहरुख का अचीवमेंट और आमिर का अचीवमेंट लिखेंगे तो वो लोग पढ़ेंगे नहीं. तो राइट इट दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू वेल और दे आर फिनिश्ड. इट्स नथिंग लाइक दैट. The biggest example is last year. After Tubelight came Tigers in There. Just because one film has not done well doesn't mean that their time is over. Film works or film doesn't work, you know. It's up to the director and it's up to the story. So it's nothing that their era is over. That's never going to happen. Nobody's going to get over. Today you take Amitabh Bachchan as a superstar still.
Yeah,
even he's given Lal Badshah and Ajkar. But he's a superstar. It is just a talking point. They have worked for 30 years for God's sake. Whether it is Salman, whether it is Shahrukh or whether it is Amir. Just one film has not done, you can't write them off. It is their 30 years of hard work. They are here to stay. And they will be here till the time they are alive and working. They will be here. It's just that the genres will change, the presentation will change, the characters will change. It's not that they are over, they are done. That's never going to happen.
Because our audience is still going to go and
audience
opening they're still going to get the opening.
They will get their star. It's just that film has not worked. We should understand that the film has not done. Like how, and being Tubelight, I think Kabir Khan had done a very genuine effort, very honest film he has made. It's just that it happens sometimes. It was a very honest film where Tubelight is also concerned. But after the Tigers in There came, people forgot that. Next Salman Khan film will do well, next Amir Khan film will do well, next Shah Rukh Khan film will do well, and then Kings have arrived back, Khans are back. People will write an article like that. There is nothing like that. They are there. They have not gone anywhere, for God's sake.
So now that Simmba is charging towards 200 crores, do you think that if it had released on Christmas or holidays mil jate and it would have done more business than it's already?
No, the way it's behaving now. The second week was so strong. I think because the goodwill of the film, word of mouth.
Then second week would have been the New Year's holiday.
But it's the same thing we got now. Now, like yesterday, the kind of business is done on a Sunday, which is 17.5 crores. That's the kind it was done. But I'm happy that I didn't come with Shah Rukh or mutually we sat and like otherwise too much of bloodbath would have been there, you know. हमारे बीच कुछ नहीं होता था.
Same question.
हाँ, but the same question कि आप लोग same day पे आ रहे हैं और क्या दोनों के बीच कुछ हो गया है और करण जोहर ऐसा है और शाहरुख खान वैसा और रोहित शेट्टी वैसा है. एक हफ्ता लेट है तो भी चला वो बकवास. सेम डे आते तो कितना बकवास होता था for no reason. So it's better we didn't come.
I was reading, before the release of Zero, and Karan Johar's comments mostly were, abusing him about Zero or Simmba Zero wala.
See, it just happens till the time the film, because I was on the 21st, so बेचारे Karan को सब बोल रहे हैं, but 28th happened because of Karan. Karan took the initiative. Okay, let's not come together. The credit should go to him actually. Yeah, but it happens. एक बार film release हो जाती है ना, सब बंद हो जाता है. Then either the film will speak. So you have to deal with all this till the time the film doesn't release.
So there is Singham, Super Cop, there is Super Cop Simmba, and now Suryavanshi.
Yeah.
And you also spoke in one of the interviews about in future probably you will go for a lady cop.
We will. Not exactly. We don't have a script. We do have an idea, but we will in future to complete the whole universe.
So it will be in the same universe.
Yeah.
That will be amazing to see. So it's like how Hollywood has Expendables and Avengers and all that stuff.
Yeah, I can't compare with the Avengers. I get trolled. अच्छा अभी इसको लग रहा है Avengers बना ना. People are waiting ना.
It's like the Diwali Inception thing.
So not Avengers. They are superheroes. हम लोग अपना गरीब.
For Indian audience, that is like almost as big as.
It gives that high.
Yeah.
That's what I like. It gives that high. Whether Ajay coming on screen or now Simmba getting established and Simmba, the next time when they come on screen, it will definitely give that high. You see Akshay's entry and how people go mad when he just one look and turn and people go crazy in theaters. So it gives them that high.
So you also said that before Simmba that if the movie will work, Simmba will work, then you'll think of a sequel. So
it's too early. It's been still in theater.
Yeah, I know.
The posters are there. Asking me for a sequel. बच्चे की जान लेगा. Theater में अभी भी दिख रहा है poster. If you can zoom in there, नहीं जाएगा ना zoom आता नहीं. वो poster लगा है theater में. We don't have a story yet, but
No,
it's
so
a brand.
my question was, as a producer and as a filmmaker, what is your parameter of success? कि इतना कमाती तब मुझे sequel बनाना चाहिए या इतना?
People should like it. You know, there are many times that a film does well, but people have not loved it. People should love the character. It should do well on satellite, and I'm sure that it will do well on satellite. And at present, we don't have a story kind of a thing. You know, it's too early. And then too much clash will happen, you know. Okay, Suryavanshi देखें या Suryavanshi लिखें, that's also a cop film, or Simmba
back to back वो थोड़ा confusion में जाएगा.
With time, let's see. I won't deny कि अरे नहीं अब Simmba का sequel नहीं बनेगा, और 100% बनेगा. But कब बनेगा, क्या बनेगा, I don't know.
Personally, as a fan of your films, I would also love to see a Chennai Express 2 because I really enjoyed it. That would be amazing.
Actually, yeah, Chennai Express 2 will also be amazing, yeah.
Because it was one of its kind road movie, so.
Actually, I'll give a thought to it.
That would be amazing to see. It was really great talking to you, and
thank you so much.
Congratulations once again on the success of Simmba.
Thank you.
Finally, before I go, like we talked about Suryavanshi, I'm sure there must be some cameos of Simmba and Singham in Suryavanshi.
We're still writing it, and I'm not sure whether they'll come in this one or not, but someday they all will come together for sure.
So we'll hope and for that day. And Suryavanshi, like I said, I know for the fact that it's going to be a blockbuster.
I hope so. Yeah. We'll work hard, and let's see.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.